Hello everybody, my name is Spartori and welcome back to my monthly YouTube update. As you might notice, the game I'm playing in the background is not Risk of Rain. They recently had an update and now the game no longer works for me. So I have quickly pivoted so that I can quickly record this video and still have something out in a timely manner. So, with that quickly acknowledged and out of the way, let's just move into talking about what's been going on the past 2 months since I've last talked with y'all. Because I did neglect to do an update last month, and then it just got so far away from me, and then I decided I would just rather do it as a double month type thing. So, God, how do I do these? I always end up doing this. Okay, that's new. Never seen that before. I always forget how these work. Let's start with content. In the video side. Videos have been really good. I've been consistently doing our 2 videos a week. It's been really nice. I have been also staying up to my Monday upload being one, like, either with friends or the one-off, and then my Thursday video being my series, with a slight exception, but we'll talk about that a bit later. So, God, last time I did one of these, we were still playing In Sound Mind. I believe the video, I had just uploaded the Eye of the Church In Sound Mind video. I have now since finished In Sound Mind. That was towards the end of September, I think, that wrapped up. And we started our new channel series, which has been Hollow Knight, which I've really been enjoying. It's been a blast. The game is fun. The enemies can be challenging. The game did a very good job at leading you into it. I felt very good and confident at the beginning. But now that I have gotten into some of the, I wouldn't even say later game areas, just different areas of the game, I've had some struggles, one could say, and it's different. It's a challenge, and I'm really liking it. So that pretty much started in October. Like, I literally think, I really do think we finished In Sound Mind right at the end of September, and then the first series upload of October was the first episode of Hollow Knight. We are now on episode 6 of Hollow Knight. I think the next one to go out will be 7, which will be this upcoming Thursday. Yeah, I've been really proud of the consistency with the videos. They've been very fun, very helpful. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going at it. I'm gonna keep doing the Hollow Knight videos. They've been doing very well, mainly just because both Cam and Dusty have been consistently contributing to comments on those. And so I've been getting lots of engagement from that, being able to talk with them in the comments about what's going on, what I can do next, and stuff like that, which I have been heavily enjoying. Continuing about videos, but content related, I think this might be the final time I talk about this. Has-been edits. I did do a has-been edit back in September, and I had planned to have it done, or have it up before the new season of Has-Been Hotel dropped, which was a couple days ago at this point. And any of those that are constant on my channel might say, well, Spart, I have not seen your Has-Been upload. And that is because though I finished it, YouTube really cracked down on the use case of those videos since the last time I made a has-been video. So it flagged pretty much everything in the video, which was to be expected. But there were specific scenes from, mostly it seemed like episode 1, that they really cracked down on, that not only flagged the video as copyright, but made it downright unpublishable. Like, it was like blocked. You cannot publish this at all. Like, normally it just says this is copyright material, you can't make money off this. I'm like, that's fine. I don't make money off YouTube anyways. But these copyrights were just straight up, it would not let me pass, or it would not let me upload it. And it was really only flagging segments from the first episode. So Happy Day in Hell and Hell is Forever were the big two. And I just couldn't find a way to alter or edit them in a way that YouTube would let me upload that video, and cutting them out, I feel like lessen the context of everything else. So it's out there, it technically exists, and I don't see myself following through and finishing the process of getting it uploaded because YouTube just won't let it happen. So that's probably where that's gonna end. Maybe in the future I might do some of my heavier has-been edits where like I try to alphabetize something, because those don't get marked for copyright because of how just cut up they are versus the cuts when they say title. I'm not really focused on any of that right now, especially where we're in the height of season 2 release right now, and I have not seen any of it as I am waiting to be able to get with some people to see it myself. So just know I did make an attempt to have the final has-been edit. It's out. I have it, but YouTube will not let it exist, and that's kind of where that story ends. Still on content, but pivoting to streams. I have not streamed since the last time I've made an update video, so in like 2 months or 3 months now, because I don't think I'd streamed that like a month before I made that video. So it's been a long time since I've streamed. Obviously I would like to, but I am doing a lot of stuff right now, so even just keeping up with the videos is a lot for me right now, and I don't know when I will have time to do streams again. If it comes up, great, but I'm at a point where streaming's not really my focus, because I know I don't really have people that are waiting around for my streams. And unlike my YouTube videos, people don't really go back and rewatch streams, whereas YouTube videos, I can put a ton of time and effort into them now, and then they could still be viewed a couple of years later when, you know, people might have a different interest at times. So I'm not done streaming. Streaming will still be a thing that I do. It's just not something that I'm going to be focusing on right now. And I'll just only have it happen when I'm feeling comfortable for it and I have time for it as well. I think that's everything I can cover in the content sense. So we can kind of from here pivot more to the community, which I think the community, it's like as mentioned, is stronger than ever for the channel. I think it's mostly thankful to Cam and Dusty, who have been immense pillars as they have been constantly interacting with the Hollow Knight videos, which I do enjoy. It's really fun. I excitedly wait to see what their comments are every time I make a every time I make a Hollow Knight episode and what inputs they might have. But as far as community growth, last time I did this video in November, we had 815 subscribers. As of the making of this video, we have 897. So there's still, well, definitely slowed compared to the past, there is still growth happening, and I can see a future where I might just barely be able to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark where I can really start doing stuff with ad rev and hopefully not turning this into a job, but just having it maybe pay for itself or be able to take what I earn from this and put it right back into it. Like, I would love to upgrade my computer system. I would love to improve my microphone. I know it's not the greatest, and especially me as a mumbler, my microphone doesn't quite pick up everything as nicely as I'd like to. So that I would like to improve that and do that. I just, without having a justification for that, I can't. But that is definitely something I would do with revenue I make from YouTube, is just use it to be able to turn that right back around and make better content for you guys. Let's see, that's our numbers. Still sticking on the community topic, I wanted to really talk about the first, what I would refer to as the first community event we've ever done, which was Hollow Week. It was something, I kind of thought of it last minute, coming into the end of October for Halloween. I wanted to do something special, and I've been obsessed with Hollow Knight, so I was like, what can I do something special? And then I started thinking how they sounded similar, and I came up with the name Hollow Week. And I was just like, let's do a fun event that's themed around this. And I really liked it. I think it was really entertaining. I like the concept of, I'd like to do more events like that, and I would especially like to do things that are like, I like themed things, and if I could find a way to better incorporate you, the viewers, into those, I'm definitely gonna go for it. I'm gonna try and keep that door open, because I think also trying to do community events keeps my creative juices flowing of ways that I can spice up the content without having to necessarily rewrite the entire format of what I'm doing. And I think Hollow Week was a really fun and simple way of introducing that, where I just dedicated the whole week to Hollow Knight and then made an extra video. It wasn't anything too crazy, but it was just enough that I think it got the point across of like trying to create again this like better bond between like interacting with the community, and just again having fun special events. I think will always be fun, so I expect more things like that in the future. I'm not gonna say that they're any particular reason they're gonna come up. It might just be like, oh, I thought of a good idea that would intertwine with two events, similar to how Hollow Week kind of turned out. But I don't know, like maybe I'll do something for Thanksgiving. I don't know, it's really hard to become festive for that. Christmas is more likely, but I still don't know what I would do, and I know everybody's busy around then, so it's not really like I'm shooting to do anything to draw people in. So we'll sit on that, we'll play with it, but I really did enjoy that, doing Hollow Week, and I want to do more things like that. Outside of that, we don't really have anything specifically you guys as the community have done, but that is something I've mentioned in the past I want to do. Is I would take this segment to take time to acknowledge things that have been going on, people that have been very active, fan art, things like that. So I think I'll end this bit by just really talking about the two people that have been the most prevalent these past 2 months, which has been Cam and Dusty. Cam, I know you've been constantly watching my series videos, like my In Sound Mind, and always commenting on that. And now both you and Dusty are commenting on the Hollow Knight videos, which I really, really enjoy. And again, I always look forward to them. And my most recent video, I think both of you like did like 2 or 3 comments, which I really like. It makes me excited to see those, and I like interacting with them and talking upon them and being able to incorporate that input into my gameplay. Like, I now know, like, without spoilers, where I should be focusing my time and energy next episode, and that will come up. So thank you to both for being supportive and taking the time to watch and interact with those videos, especially where I know they are sometimes longer videos, so it's not easy for everyone to fall into that. From there, that's kind of it with the community. Went over the content. As far as moving forward into the future, I do want to, I'm just going to keep up with my bi-weekly uploads. I don't know what my next couple non-series things are going to be, but I have ideas. And obviously I have a ton of backlog stuff that I can use. There may be changes as far as video creation that I'm playing with, but it's been nothing but thoughts in my head. I still have to reach out to another person and see what the vibes might be. But this time next month, I may have a cool announcement vaguely regarding how my videos will be going moving forward. But nothing set in stone, so that's just a little teaser, and if nothing comes of it, don't ask. Other than that, I think that roughly covers everything that's happened over the last 2 weeks. If you think there's something I missed, please leave a comment down below. I'd be more than happy to talk about it or address it in the comments. Or if you have something that maybe necessarily didn't come up this month, but you want me to ask next month or anything like that, like especially if you ever have things that are more broadly content based and not related to one specific video, I always highly encourage people to come back to this and leave comments on this video that you want me to maybe address next video, and I will more than gladly do that. I think that another fun way to interact with the community that I'd like to do moving forward, if this ever becomes a big thing, is just essentially doing like a large Q&A where you guys can respond down here, and I'll take a look over at the comments and acknowledge them in the next video and talk about stuff, and just again really have a dedicated segment where I can like talk and communicate with all of you. That being said, I think that really is everything I can think of for the past 2 months. And so I hope y'all did enjoy. Again, this is a lot different than how I normally do these update videos, just in the sense that the game is different. I really did try to consistently have the game be Risk of Rain, but that just didn't happen. But this game's enjoyable. Hopefully the music doesn't get me in trouble. I guess you'll know if it's a variety of music, great. If it's not, well, you know what happened. And with all that, that is where I'm going to leave this update video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.